Wow, top plays of the month. Up first is your six-time champion, the Real 2 Raw. 10 points, 1 my player to tie the game. One of the most clutch plays of 2K19. But is it the most clutch? We will see. Right now. It's time for R Hammer and his team in pro. All my little.
Welcome everyone to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. So for the Lakers, their last game, a loss to the Charlotte Hornets. And now the Lakers starting group. On the perimeter, Caldwell Pope and Ingram. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Holiday, the pass to Diallo. Miller outside. 6 to shoot. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. That's good. And it's Miller with the assist. Holiday's got his first 3 points of the game. Here are the Lakers. Ball kicks to Kuzma. Over Davis. And an air ball on that one. Way off. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And he jams it with authority.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Now, here's Ball. Looking at his point production here, which is almost 8 points a game. They get it back. And Will Pope with a wide open look misses the 3.
Yeah, and they're just hitting 20% of their shots. That's a rough start to this game.
Miller finds Ajinça. Here's Diallo. He's covered by Ingram. Shot good by Diallo.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Ingram passes to McGee. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Miller.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
And he comes up with the deuce. Diallo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did catch up with Coach Luke Walton. He said they have to do a good job of moving their feet defensively. That's the only way they're going to avoid getting dunked on. He said they also want to turn guys into slashers and the jump shooters. So that works, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles with another miss. New Orleans leading by 7. On the wing, Davis, guarded by Kuzma. Kuzma against Davis. And stolen by Kuzma. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Taken away by Holiday. Here's Ajinça. Second chance effort. Nice work on the board. It's paying off at the basket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor. He moves his feet so well that guys can't just blow by him. Numerically, the way he discourages shots at the rim, it's like having a defensive center on the floor.
Now, here's Ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Passes to Ingram. 5 to shoot. Here's Kuzma. Offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. Ajinça with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Now, here is Holiday. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. It's deflected.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Yep, it counts. Ingram's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Now, here is Holiday. From Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. Lakers trail by 10. And here is Ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The pass to Kuzma. Back to Ball. It's stolen by Ajinça. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Davis. And that one, good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Ball against Holiday. Caldwell Pope outside. Inside, it's stolen by Davis. Here's Diallo. The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. High, arcing shot. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Ball. Davis kicks to Diallo. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Diallo's got 9 points.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's shown see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Now here's Ingram. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Muscala, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Caldwell Pope. Rondo against Miller. And it's Rondo penetrating. It's stolen by Ajinça. And now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
They have played physical. They have honed the paint. And they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
And the Lakers call time here. When you're evaluating players, Steve, as you often do, which mental qualities indicate a high probability, you think, of success?
You look at guys who can stay, I would say, locked in through adversity. You know, most of us are pretty good when there's no adversity, but the players that take it to another level, when you have things that are not going right, and they can stay mentally locked in through times when it's not going well.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Emeka Okafor, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Jason Smith comes in for Corey Brewer. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Darius Miller. And it's Frank Jackson in for Drew Holiday.
Those long strides allow Davis to eat up ground in a hurry. Not much the defender could do.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Josh Hart in for Ingram. Here's Hart. He averages about 5 points a game. Now Bullock. Shot clock at 6. They could use a bucket. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Davis dishes to Moore. They get the rebound. Okafor, 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Chandler finds Muscala. And Okafor with the block. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okafor. And here is Los Angeles now. 4 on the shot clock. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
Moore passes to Jackson. Smith kicks to Jackson. Here's Davis, who's back up. Smith wide open. He fired. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Now here's Bullock. He's covered closely. Rondo scanning the floor. And it's E'Twaun Moore with the foul. That's his first foul. Rondo against Jackson. Clock at 6. Rondo against Smith. Here's Muscala.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Outside, Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
Now here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Bullock. And again, no good by the Lakers. New Orleans leading by 22. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Hart. To stop the run. That one off the back iron and out. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. Moore outside. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. The Lakers making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Lakers. Outside Rondo. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Stevenson drives in. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
Davis with the bucket.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Here's Hart. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shoots. Buries the jump shot.
Well, not the best look they can get, but at the end of the day, it's all about shot making.
Jackson against Rondo. Jackson down low. Feeds to Okafor. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
Now, here is Muscala, covered by Smith. Here's Hart. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Hart's got his second basket. Pass to Smith. Moore with it. From the arc. That shot missing. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. New Orleans on top, running away with it. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second-chance points.
A fundamental part of basketball, taking advantage of guys who fail to block out.
They've got Jason Smith. Ejuan Moore is out there with Jackson. Then it's Okafor. And it's Davis at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. The offensive rebound. Chandler dishes to Rondo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Rondo is so tricky. Consistently looking to take advantage of the defense, being too physical with him.
It's his first trip to the line.
With Rajon Rondo, you have to admire his creativity on the floor. Just sees the game and court in ways others don't. When he's focused, he can take over a game with his ball movement.
No good on the second free throw. And with Rondo, it's still rare to see someone who impacts the game the way he does.
Rondo can be a factor in about 5 different ways and never shoot the ball. His rebound, passing, defense are all plus. Can't do it quite as often now at his age, but when he turns back the clock, it is fun to watch.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in from Muscala. Jackson against Rondo. He dishes it to Stevenson. Inside. Chandler, the pass to Kuzma. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Another shot, and he lays it up and in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Los Angeles. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Stevenson over Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The NBA always evolving, Steve. What do you like to see in a big man coming through the ranks these days with the kind of game we've got in front of us?
Well, I think right now, a lot of these big guys, they have to be versatile, especially on the defensive end. We talk so much about the big shooting threes, but I think big guys right now got to be able to switch on pick and rolls, being able to guard the smaller guys, and I think also you still have to have that toughness. But I would love, Kevin, to see somebody come in and just dominate on the low block, and our entire game changes because this guy can win a championship being a low post player.
But you really think that's going to happen?
No, not at all.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. His drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Here's Ball. Following the basket by Julius Randle. Ball kicks to Caldwell Pope. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Back to Caldwell Pope. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Jackson finds Randall. Back to Jackson. New Orleans moving it around. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the call will be against Julius Randall. That is his first foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for Tyson Chandler. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And the Lakers call time here.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
He's checked in for the Lakers. Here is McGee. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Pass to Diallo. To the wing on the left. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The pass to Caldwell Pope. He kicks it to Ingram. And the rejection by Jinsa. Diallo. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ball, the pass to Kuzma. Poked away. Stolen by Holiday. Shoots it up. And too long on the shot. And Los Angeles guys shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Ball against Holiday. Ball kicks to Ingram. Caldwell Pope outside. 5 to shoot to the inside. And the rejection by Jinsa. And the Lakers turn it over again. Los Angeles making a switch here. Bullock's checked in. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New Orleans. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Takes it from 10. And again, New Orleans has no luck. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Diallo. He's got 11. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going. And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
Dishes to Holiday. Randall right side. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. Caldwell Pope kicks the ball. Pass to the shot clock. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope bangs home the trifecta. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points for the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Back to Holiday. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Caldwell Pope kicks the ball. Pass to Bullock.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
We always hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. Talk a little bit about the unique bond that you NBA players, Steve, share.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that brotherhood is something special, Kevin, because there are guys that's going through some of the same situations you've been through, and especially when you get a chance to talk to some of the veterans. And then the younger guys, when you become a vet, you share all that knowledge. And then what I love about it, that brotherhood, even when you retire, you get a chance to still keep in touch, and you see the evolutions of a lot of those players' families. You see their kids grow, and you love to still be a part of that unique situation. He turned on the Jets as soon as he got that screen and went right to the hole. Great decision-making there.
Ingram passes the ball. Passes it to McGee. Back to ball. Kicks to Caldwell Pope. Off target from three-point range. New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Randall and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For New Orleans, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. No good on the free throw. And some changes here for the Lakers. Muscala comes in for Contavious Caldwell Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Lakers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Now, here's Bullock. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Rondo dishes to McGee. The feed to Muscala, and he banks in the layup.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Ingram with the steal. The dish to Rondo. The pass to Muscala. Shot clock at 5. Out to Ingram. Shot from the wing. Rebounded by Ajinça. Ajinça's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the left wing. Here's Randall. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
Rondo against Holiday. Rondo kicks to Ingram. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hart's checked in. And Holiday kicks to Ajinça. Randall left side. Over Muscala. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Yeah, what a quarter for him. Firing on all cylinders, putting this team in a good place.
Here's Hart, covered by Ajinça. And Muscala has it in the corner. Outside Rondo. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's Muscala. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
And Holiday has it in the corner. 1:37 left in the first half. Here's Diallo. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here is Holiday. He has 5. Yep, it counts. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
Hart the pass to Bullock. And it's Rondo in the corner. He dishes it to McGee. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Agins has got 7 rebounds in the game.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held him back.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
For New Orleans, they have gone 6 of 9 at the line. Free throw good. Agins. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Los Angeles. Lance Stevenson comes in for Michael Beasley. And Agins drops them both. 30 seconds left now here in the second. Hart kicks to Muscala. Back to Hart. Down low, Chandler. And the rejection by Agins. And here comes Moore in the fast break. There's Jackson with the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Jackson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He has a score-first mindset. Each one plays with a lot of poise, and that buys him time to find an open man.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here, taking a look at New Orleans. Kenny?
Well, right now, they're winning the battle above the rim. I'm talking about all their offensive rebounding. Just a ton of second chance.
That's T-Mobile. T-Mobile.
That helped them build this huge lead.
Shaq, what? And it's just about time.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Now we know Stanley Johnson was a 4-time state champion in high school in California, 3 gold medals with the U.S. youth teams, Pac-12 Freshman of the Year. I mean, he did it all. A lot of winning in his background.
You know, he plays the game with ultra confidence. He's fearless. Doesn't care who you are. He's coming head on.
Here's Jackson. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Ingram and Kuzma filling up the 3 and the 4. Ball is the point with KCP at his side. And it's McGee in at the center, locking down the middle. Jackson finds Okafor. Back to Jackson. Outside for Davis. Just 3 to shoot. Over Ingram. Here's Okafor, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
For New Orleans, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
The Lakers shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively. Ball dishes to Ingram. Knocked loose. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Moore's running. That's a 2 from Smith. Count it. Good.
Nice pass. And what I like about Moore, this is a guy who can produce in a number of ways. And he's focused on execution.
Smith's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Ball kicks to McGee. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Kuzma with it. Picked up by Davis. Kuzma, that's good.
And you can see there, the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Ball against Jackson. Pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. Stolen by McGee. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for New Orleans. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And as we see Anthony Davis step into what could be the best years of his career, Smitty, who does he remind you of?
You know, a lot like Kevin Garnett in his prime. The way he can impact both sides of the floor. He's cagey with a three-point shot, and he also has a little bit of Hakeem Olajuwon in him.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Feeds it the ball. No good that time. And New Orleans will come the other way. Here's Okafor. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And 12 points for Emeka Okafor.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here's Kuzma. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Clock at 4. Here's Ball. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Jackson kicks to Moore. Back to Jackson. Ingram with the steal. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Lakers working the ball around now. Kuzma passes to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ball's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jackson finds Moore. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. To the middle. And the shot is good.
A solid beginning to this second half offensively. 3 for 4 from the floor.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Jackson against Ball. Passes it to Kuzma. Here's the floater. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Kuzma's got 6.
And Ball sets up his teammates when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Smith, no luck.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
From past the arc, the three-pointer is right on target. Kuzma's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Jackson passes to Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Both free throws good from Smith. Here's Ball. He kicks it to Ingram. The rebound by Okafor. Okafor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Right side Davis. Back to Okafor. And there's the pass to Davis. Nails the wide open jump shot. He's got 16.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Now Ball. Ingram kicks the ball. Caldwell Pope outside. Clock at 6. The shot will not fall. Davis with some nice D. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Offensive rebound. Okafor finds Smith. Shoots over McGee. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Lakers ball. LA's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Ball against Jackson. With the teardrop. Davis looking for an opening. And it's Davis finishing it off.
How about watching AD with his size to put the ball on the deck and make a play going downhill?
Ball dishes to Ingram. To the left side wing. Caldwell Pope against Moore. Fires top of the key. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And that's now 11 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Jackson against Ball. Jackson passes to Smith. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one. For Los Angeles, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Ingram outside. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And really, Ingram is consistent in nailing these perimeter shots. Gotta get a hand up or he's gonna make you pay.
And Davis, here we go. And finished off by Davis.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Ball kicks to Kuzma. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Elbow shot. Rebounded by Moore. Moore's got 4 rebounds in this game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The Lakers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. And Ball slams it in.
He has the entire arsenal when it comes to handling the rock, cutting through the D like butter. I love Ball when he's aggressive to attack.
Jackson finds Smith. Outside for Davis. Back to Smith. Moore passes to Okafor. Smith for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Smith's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
And the foul called on Jason Smith. That's foul number 2 for him. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Okafor. Diallo comes in for Jason Smith. Miller's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jackson. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Stevenson comes in for Ingram. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Miller dishes to Ajinça. And the jam by Ajinça.
That'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Now, here's Stevenson. He's guarded closely. Kicks it to Rondo. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. Muscala, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Stevenson outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rondo. The Lakers rebound. Here's Muscala, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. And Holiday kicks to Miller. Back to Holiday. Over to the wing. Agenza finds Holiday. 6 to shoot. Shot good by Diallo.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Miller, the pass to Diallo. Pass to Davis. Over Muscala. Here's Diallo. He's guarded by Stevenson. Not going to go that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gets the jumper from the ball. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's Davis on the wing. Dishes to Agenza. Over Chandler. And that one is good from Agenza. Agenza's got 11 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now, here is Muscala. Tight defense on him. The Lakers have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight. 7 for 10. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. And Holiday kicks to Miller. Back to Holiday. Passes it to Diallo. The baseline J. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 6th assist on the night. Los Angeles has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's Hart. It's tipped. Here's Diallo. He's guarded by Stevenson. Outside, Davis. Three-pointer. No good there. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. New Orleans on top, just dominating this one. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday out there with Darius Miller. Then it's Corey Brewer. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Agenza in at the 5. Stevenson can't hit.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Shots good by Miller.
That's next level stuff from AD. One of the great scorers in the game. He draws the eyes of the defense and locates the open man.
Now, here is Muscala. Defense right on him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even farther?
No, I think players should speak up. I think in all, all our four major sports, in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You have freedom of speech, you should be allowed to speak up on issues.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
The pass to Wagner. Bonga guarded by Holiday. Stevenson outside. Here's Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ajinsa's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Kept alive. Here's Diallo, and he lays it straight in. Diallo's got 19 points.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the second game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
When he gets into one of these grooves, you never know how long they're going to last. Sometimes they go on and on and on.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Bullock passes to Wagner. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Muscala. Bullock with it. Shoots from 14. They grab their own miss. And the rejection by Ajinsa. And he's able to get it back. A floater. Here's Muscala. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Sometimes you get tunnel vision being that close inside, but he saw the entire court and threw it out to an open teammate.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Diallo. And it's Ajinsa missing. Lakers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Bullock. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. And it's 8 points for Michael Beasley.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Ajinsa. Outside, Davis. Now, here is Miller. He's guarded by Bullock. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Stevenson right side. And it's slammed in by Stevenson.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. NBA wants to keep things competitive, and one way to do that was to make some changes, Steve, to the draft lottery odds. Do you think it'll be enough?
You know, I think it's the right call for them. I think the bottom 3 teams all have the same odds for the top 3 spots now. And it'll be much more even to distribute the odds for the back half of the lottery.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. New Orleans has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Here's Smith. And he overshot that one, missing.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Stevenson outside. The pass to Wagner. Fades away. That shot misses. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Smith right side. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists here tonight.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Randall against Stevenson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. When you look at today's NBA salaries, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association and also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
Muscala misses. For New Orleans, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Lakers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Muscala. And Okafor with the block. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. Smith outside. Second chance shot. And off the front iron. And in it goes. 16 points for Julius Randle.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Here's Stevenson. Lays it up off the glass. Stevenson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Stolen by Stevenson. Right wing puts it up. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Jackson finds Randall. Teardrop shot. No good. Good D by Stevenson. The Lakers shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bullock. To the paint. Tonga makes it off the glass.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for New Orleans. Pass to Randall. Back to Jackson. New Orleans moving it around. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Randall. Good D by Stevenson.
And on some plays, everything goes your way, except for the finish.
For 3. And it's Bullock missing. For New Orleans, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Randall with the bucket.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Down low. And Okafor with the block. And he's able to get it back. Eigner can't hit. New Orleans has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Jackson dishes to Smith. And then Smith with the dunk.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Stevenson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now, and shooting a much higher percentage.
Jackson kicks to Randall. Over Stevenson. Smith outside. And another 3 for New Orleans.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Stevenson against Smith. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
And the Lakers with some changes. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Wagner. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Michael Beasley. Randall down low. He's covered by Ingram. Randall no good. Lakers shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Stevenson against Randall. Stevenson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Randall grabs the board.
Uh-oh. He misses the bunny. I think he thought somebody was coming over to contest it.
Here's Smith. Randall against Ingram. A deep three from Smith. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points and chunk.
Here's Stevenson. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. He kicks to Smith. Back to Randall. This one for 3. The shot that time, not on target. The Lakers on offense.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for New Orleans.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it. They showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
Jacks up a 3, in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
It's Ingram on the wing. Pass it to Muscala. It's Ingram on the wing. He's defended by Randall, and it's Ingram missing.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Randall. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's ball. From deep. Drops in the tray.
And no doubt, the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique. But, man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Randall outside. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And, boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, you know, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We trying to stop a lot of their action, and, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Put me on some. 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 Yeah, we really going dumb. Put me on some. 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 Yeah, we really going dumb.
Stop babysitting, Pat.